What's up, guys? It's your girl, 9085, Psycho Sister, Auntie M, Angie Bob, Angie Marie, Angie Cakes, Mom. However you know me, you know me. And I just want to do a quick update. So I'm kind of reevaluating where I'm going with this whole diet thing and like trying to like make sure that I'm properly taking care of my body, but also being kind to me as a person. Like, so the cleansing was great. Like, that was a great experience. And if I was looking to just drop a little bit of weight really fast, it'd be freaking awesome. Or if I was looking to jump kick or jump start, fine. My life, it doesn't work. That's okay. Not everything's gonna work for everybody. So what I wanted to implement is I still want to implement some kind of like, you know, remember we had that conversation about the extra help when you're at self-checkout. I want to have that extra help, but I want to make sure that I know what's happening with my body. At first I'm like, I don't care, throw all the noodles to the wall, let's see what sticks. However, so what I'm doing is I'm slowing back. I pulled back. We're not doing the cleanse anymore. I'm not doing the shakes yet. We're going to start that Saturday, but I'm still taking the women's isotonics health essentials every morning. I'm not even gonna lie, the taste is kind of gross, but it's like taking NyQuil. Like, some people might like it because it kind of reminds me of like a grapefruity taste, but my energy level yesterday was ridiculous. I'm not stick straight to the diet. It's not like me. Like, I don't want to die never eating ketchup again. Like, that's dumb. Like, why would I want to die doing that? I don't want to die, period. But see what I'm saying is I don't want to rob myself more joy because I've already been so hard on myself. I've already lost out on opportunities. I've already lost out on this and that. But I'm not saying that you got to go wild. So a couple of things that I'm doing just to keep everybody on the same page, because as I progress, I feel like things are going to just start going super fast. Like, as my career progresses, as I start influencing more people, as I start getting like on the road, I'm starting to feel like, holy shit, this might actually be happening and I'm not just living in some alternate reality. But what I've done is, so I took my same little eggs that I had, which have no cheese in them, no sour cream, no nothing. I took exactly I think it was like half a serving actually. Like, I took exactly 1 teaspoon of ketchup because, let's face it, I like flavor, kinda. I mean, I don't like spice, but I like ketchup, and if it's gonna help me eat, I went from not eating in the mornings. I went from not getting up. I went from this. So, you know what? If I'm gonna eat some ketchup on my eggs, I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. But it's just a little bit. And then I added fruits in the morning just because I have an undying sweet tooth. Like, undying. And those raspberries kind of cure it. So we're going to experiment some more with some different fruits and different vegetables. See, snap peas really help instead of chips. Like that. Ooh, that crunch is just phenomenal. I've got some, I can't remember the flavor it is, but it's like a feta something else dip or dressing. And so what I did last night is, when I got home, I knew I was going to be hungry because we ate at Panda. I got white rice instead of chow mein, which a lot of people were like, oh, that's only 100 and some calories different. Bitch, that is 100 and some calories less than what I was gonna eat, or what I normally eat. So, I don't care. Like, I care, but I'm not counting calories. I'm not being super strict. I'm just letting my body and my mouth both have joy. And, I know people are gonna be like, oh, that's so greedy. You shouldn't eat big. You know what? Whatever. I don't give a shit. So anyways, so we ate a Panda because my little bug wanted to. I had the most remarkable day yesterday. It literally started, I had a visitation that was kind of like, oh, kiddo might have a stomachache, might not, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yep, we're not playing that. We got to cancel. So I guilt-free canceled the visit because I'm not risking bringing something back to my daughter, and we have house screenings for that. And I was like, man, you know what? We can take some stuff to Goodwill. Not a lot, because I can't carry a lot, but if I take 1 bag to Goodwill, that's 1 bag less of stuff that I have to deal with here. That's 1 bag less of stuff that I have to, you know, face with. So I was like, let's go to Goodwill, and then we'll go. Sabrina's been a little bit spoiled lately, and she's been having meltdowns for things that, like, the ice cream truck came at like 8 p.m. the other night, and she had a full-on meltdown because she really wanted one, but I'm like, it's bedtime, bro. No. And so I was like, you know what? There's some people that don't even have water, and you need to see this side because this is important. So I have an undying love of water bottles. Everybody knows. Actually, I just hate them. I 100% hate them, and I can never find one that I really like. This one so far has lasted, and I've sworn this was the best water bottle in all of life, and I'm actually considering getting a second one because I really love it. And I only paid like $10 at Walmart. But anyways, so I had some extra water bottles. So what we did is we went and got some ice, and from Maverick, and we filled them up, and we got bottles of water, and we went and took them to 2 homeless people. And the first lady was absolutely amazing. She literally was like, oh, you're giving me this water bottle? And it was great to not only make that impact, but to let Sabrina see what we were doing. Let her see. I got out of the car, I pulled over, I talked to this lady for a second, and I'm like, hey, my daughter has this fear of homeless people, and you know, we're getting a little bit, look at all those bug bites. I've been outside way too long. Mosquitoes ate the shit out of me last night at Manitou. Anyways, I got to like explain to her, hey, you know what, my daughter has a fear of like homeless people because of a funny story or a scary story that she was told. But I'm like, she's got a fear of homeless people. She thinks that they're all just like bad people, and she doesn't understand that there's actually people that need help. And I said, so we're out today giving some water to people on a hot day. She was so cute. Like, she was like, oh my gosh, you really give me this bottle? And it was like my big pink, purple, and like ombre one. It's like a $20 bottle I got from Amazon. And it's just been sitting around. And like, not only to see my daughter interact with that, like that positive experience, but to also feel good because I'm doing something nice. Like, I'm doing something good. That's like really great. So then the second guy that we got, we gave him the water bottle. We talked to him for a second, and he's not homeless. He has a house, he has a car, he has a family, he has everything over in Montana. Came over here for work, got stuck here, can't afford to get back. Like, yeah, so it's like, it was really good to let Sabrina see that not all the people on the side of the road are homeless. Not all of them are bad. But we did have a good conversation about being cautious. I don't want her to be afraid of people. I want her to be cautious. So then I was like, man, I really don't want the day over. Like, I want to go do something. So I decided to take her to the cemetery where my son's buried, my brother's buried, my grandma's buried, my uncle's buried, my other grandma's buried, my grandpa's buried. I don't think I missed anybody. Oh, my cousins are buried. Tons of people buried there. So I took her over there. We walked all the way around, like forever. Went over to the other side where my grandma Kate is and walked around there. Lost her water bottle. So we had to go walk for another hour and a half trying to find it. She had a milkshake that we got after I got sugar or unsweetened tea, but we stopped and got something cool to drink after doing our water, and she spilled it all over herself. So I had to pull the car seat out. I still have to go clean it out completely, but I had to pull the car seat out, kind of wipe everything down. Usually that's a wrap. Like, my back would be like, yep, nope, we're done, bye. It's great. After that, we went to Panda and we got food. I had a virtual visit, so I took care of that. And then after my visit was over, we went to Manitou, and that's where we went and ate. And I said, man, we're probably not gonna be able to move around a lot because I was really afraid that my back was like, but I made it around the whole pond. We went slowly and we sat on the bench and we stopped and looked at things. But the fact that I did so much in one day is absolutely astounding, considering where I was a year ago or 2 years ago or 6 months ago. So I'm doing something right on the workout / physical therapy tip. Now we got to get the diet in control. So I'm not doing anything super strict because, as we learned, that's not the way for me to do it. But I want to keep you guys updated because I feel like I'm onto something. I really want to help encourage people who are like, man, I can't do those diets, because I feel like society is now like taking a shift where being fat is beautiful, right? And we're putting emphasis on the fact that there's more and more overweight people, especially women. But are we really changing mindset, or are we just accepting what is? Because being fat isn't natural. Like, being fat, if you ate what you're supposed to eat, or like if you were foraging, let's just say if we were back in the old day and we were foraging, our bodies wouldn't look like this. Like, my body wouldn't look like this. I would be a lot smaller because all you're getting is those berries and some protein and whatever. So I'm trying to find the balance between being fat is beautiful, but I want to live my life. And anybody who, and I don't remember what it's like to only be 10 pounds overweight. I don't remember what it's like to only be 20 pounds overweight. But anybody that is in my shoes knows that being this overweight hurts. Like, you try to put your shoes on, it hurts. And that's without the back. Like, without the disc herniations, it hurts. Like, you try to walk to your car, you can't keep up with your kid. You can't do like anything. It hurts. So yeah, maybe you look gorgeous. Maybe you have a great personality. Maybe you're great. Maybe you're, the next star, like whatever. But if you can't walk to the end of the block, how far are you really going? That's my thing. if I can't walk to the end of the block, I'm not making it past the end of the block. So we have to step out of my threshold. We have to step out of my comfort zone. We have to go past the end of the block. And it's time to start kind of pushing it. Like, I'm going to have to be on the heating pad for quite a bit today. My back is really bad. But it's not as bad as it was a year ago or 2 years ago. So that's just a quick update on what I'm up to. I'm just trying to consciously, like, pay attention to what I'm eating. We went to Panda yesterday, and at first I'm like, oh, I can't do that. Yeah, I can. Just cut out a few hundred calories. Like, it doesn't sound like a lot when you're like, oh, it's only 110 calories difference. But if you would have normally eaten 2, right, because that's like, give you 2 servings, and that is now 220 calories. And then if you only get 1 entree instead of 2 entrees, that's like, I think it's like 560 calories. So now you're at 700 calories that you've cut out. So what I would normally have eaten, I've eaten 700 less. Now, is it enough to create a deficient between what I did yesterday and what yeah, absolutely. Is it enough on a daily basis? Probably not. Am I tracking that right now? Probably not. But I want to start creating that mindset and getting my mental prepared for, hey, we're not going to do this. You know, I'm not putting cheese in my eggs anymore. I'm not putting the sour cream and the ketchup. I just put a little tiny bit of ketchup for taste. That's it. And that's just kind of how we're going with this. So that is my rant for today. I don't have a set schedule. I'm just kind of posting these as I have time and in between everything else I'm doing. So until then, stay safe, stay hydrated. Catch you on the flip side.